I'm Mark Tassler, and welcome to Outside the Oval. On this segment, we're going to talk about a very sad, very unfortunate event that took place in racing over the weekend in the state of New York, where the driver was fatally struck by Tony Stewart's race car on the racetrack. And if you've been joining us on Outside the Oval all year long, we talk about the racing results and so on. This is definitely a very sad, very tragic story. To give you an update on that, the young driver, Kevin Ward Jr., got out of his race car to show some dissatisfaction after being spun in a racing incident where his car spun around. It stayed right side up but against the back wall, and was dodging, walking around on the track with oncoming traffic. There's been an awful lot of speculation as to what happened there, people seeing it from different angles, saying the driver should not have been walking on the racetrack at oncoming cars. Other people feel that maybe Tony was showing some anger by goosing his car as he went by him. I'm going to say this: I don't know exactly what happened out there. The only person I believe that knows would be Tony himself, but I will say this. Very unfortunate for that young man. And working around racetracks my whole life, these drivers, you can't imagine the decision-making process that goes into driving a race car, and coming out of a race car after spinning around or flipping over, whatever the case may be. I've seen it hundreds of times, and it's just hard to make good decisions at that point. The adrenaline rush is unbelievable. If you can imagine what somebody, how they can anger you by maybe cutting you off in traffic just driving down the interstate 55 miles an hour, have your car flipping or spinning, in this case spinning around and almost tipping over. The adrenaline rushes, and for someone to retaliate with some anger, you really can't fault them on that, because they're just not making good decisions. Getting out and walking into traffic, was that a bad decision? Absolutely, but that was not the worst decision or the first bad decision that was made. The very first bad decision made was unhooking the seat belts in the first place. If you're in a race car on a racetrack, you do not unhook your seat belts. You stay strapped in, helmet on, while other cars are moving on the track, because just because you're stopped doesn't mean somebody else is not coming full throttle. So unhooking your seat belts is a completely bad move. Unhooking the seat belts, getting out of your car and walking at oncoming cars, not looking for a happy ending. That's my take on the mishap. It was a very tragic thing. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved. For Outside the Oval, I'm Mark Tassler.